Hello again and welcome to my latest video, which is all about how much it all cost me. So the van is in the background and we're on location again. This time we're in Sowerby Cliffs near Bridlington in East Yorkshire. So it's a lovely sunny day and I hope to get the chance to show you around some of the local attractions, but mainly I'm going to talk about what the van cost me to buy and break it down into all the essentials that I had to buy to make it usable, and also some of the indulgences, of which there are many. So I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you keep watching, and let's show you around. Hello again. I've walked a bit close to the cliffs, so looking back you can see my van there in the distance in the car park. You can see it's a lovely sunny day, and people have taken advantage of the weather and come out here in their droves. And you can see there's a lovely footpath along the cliff itself, and then in the far distance you can see Sowerby Park, and the building on the right is the pavilion for Sowerby Cricket Club. And Sowerby Park has a number of attractions. Sowerby House, which has a museum and gardens, and there's also a miniature zoo, which is very appealing. Further round you can see the White Cliffs and the beach, and beyond that the peninsula going out to sea there is Flamborough Head. Further north than that, although not in view, is Benton Cliffs, which is a wildlife centre for birds of national importance, and you can take a boat trip there as well, which we've done in the past. So as we move around you can see how calm the sea is. There's not a breath of wind, and I would estimate the temperature to be around about 24-25 centigrade, and I'm probably a bit too close to the cliff. You can look down and see the beach just in front of me there, and there are lots of people out and about walking the dogs, and in the distance through the haze there are a number of boats out. And if I move further around pointing south you can see the wide expanse of beach, and in the distance there is the town of Bridlington. Okay, so now it's time for the big reveal. What did the van actually cost me? Well, I bought it nearly a year ago, and I paid the princely sum of £18,250. But what I haven't mentioned before, and it's a great money saving tip, I'm amazed more people don't do it, is I bought it jointly with my daughter. So it cost myself and my daughter just over £9,000 each. How about that? And there's the local train, just about set off from Sowerby Station. If you don't fancy the 1 mile walk all the way into Bridlington, you can take the train for the sum of £2.60 or £10 for a family ticket. There it goes, just setting off, and children on there are thoroughly enjoying it. And it comes past every 30 minutes. So it takes you all the way to Bridlington Leisure Centre, which is near to the harbour. And obviously you can come back if you don't fancy the walk back. So there you go, on its way to Bridlington. Now the first thing I had to spend money on, as I've mentioned before, was a new fridge. The one that came with the van, although I didn't realise it at the time, had just about ceased functioning, but it was probably coming to the end of its life anyway. Also the leisure battery, which sits under the driver's seat, had just about given up the ghost as well. So the two items cost about £750, excluding labour. So straight away you're up to £19,000 to make the van usable. Got the sun shimmering off the sea. It's 25 degrees, a lovely blue sea, and it feels like we're back in Spain, but no, we're actually in Bridlington, East Yorkshire. I'm making my way towards the harbour side to enjoy some fish and chips, so I hope you can join me, and we'll speak later. Other items you might consider essential that I purchased was the porta-potti, as you can see there, which was about £65 off eBay, including postage. A mattress topper, which not essential, but makes life a bit more comfortable at night time. I don't have it with me. And also the windscreen cover, which if you haven't got any curtains is essential for privacy at night time and keeping it warm in the winter. And it also functions in colder weather, keeping your windscreen clear, stops it misting up or freezing. So, and finally, again, you might not consider it essential, but because the history wasn't complete, I decided to get it serviced and get the cam belt and water pump changed, which came in about £450, I think, from memory. And the windscreen cover was £32, and the topper was £40. So that comes in a grand total of £19,582. But there's a lot more to come yet, because that's the problem with camper vans. You don't buy what's essential. You indulge yourself. So more to come. So I've just come across two Bernese mountain dogs en route to Bridlington, and the one on the left is called Charlie, and the one on the right is called George, and they are 5 years old. Is it?
5. He is 5 going on 6. George, and Charlie is 8 going on 9.
8 going on 9. George is the eldest and the biggest, and they are well behaved. They're enjoying the sunshine, and look very happy to me. So lovely to meet you, George and Charlie, and I'll continue on my way. Have a nice day.
And you.
So I'm just going to talk about the major items that I've bought for the van. Otherwise, it'd be a very, very long list, but I will include them collectively in the overall cost. So the first thing, as you can see, is the alloy wheels, which I've mentioned before. Unbelievably, I bought them for £250 off eBay, and that included 4 brand new tyres. I paid £50 on top to have them fitted at the local tyre centre, and in between there it was a couple of side bars, stainless steel side bars, which cost me £100 brand new. I can't remember the company I bought them from, but yes, they were £100, and my local converter fitted them as part of the deal when I got the fridge and battery installed. So I'm quite happy with that. It lifts the appearance. And the other thing I bought was the bike rack, as you can see there on top of the tailgate. That was pretty much brand new. It was ex-show. Some of the things hadn't even come out of the plastic bags, and I bid the seller down to £225, which was about half the retail price. And the other thing that I bought for the van, or had done to the van, is the tinted windows. Spoken about this before. I got all the windows tinted. This back window isn't actually a window, because that's where the cupboards are. It's a black wrap, and you can't see it now because I've got the cover on, but I've put a sun strip, or got a sun strip put on across the top of the windscreen as well, and that cost me altogether the princely sum of, where is it, tint, £190, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And it's amazing the difference it makes to the appearance of the van. But I've got the Fiamma awning, F45. I bought that and got it fitted, which included the brackets and everything, for £770, and that was Camping HQ in Cheshire, which I've mentioned before. So there you are, that's the awning. So I did get curtains fitted, the old ones perfectly usable, but the colour was just revolting in my opinion, so I got these made to measure, and they were £179, which matches the units, and worked very well. That included the linings and the tie backs. That was £179. and got a new stereo fitted, which is hands-free and all the bits and bobs, Bluetooth, you name it, all the stuff I don't even understand. There you can just see it there, and hands-free telephone and Spotify and goodness knows what else. So that's what my daughter wanted. I was quite happy with the old Blaupunkt stereo, but at the same time, the same guy fitted um, reversing sensors to the back of the van. So there you are. So that was all together, including the head unit itself and labour, came to £550. Again, not essential, and but we decided to indulge ourselves. We also got a camper geyser there, as you can see, so you can connect it to the gas bottle and have a nice hot shower, or use hot water for washing up. Now these retail around about £270. This was absolutely brand spanking new, and I got for the bargain price of £100, believe it or not. But it came without the bag, which I thought I probably wouldn't use anyway. So I was very pleased with that. I've used it a few times, works very well, and very pleased with my purchase. All the things that go with the van tot up to £5,389, and that's a high total, because the one thing I did forget to mention, I saved it for the end, and it was an indulgence, were the leather seats, the reupholstering of the leather seats, which was done by Captain Seats at Melton Mowbray. Got them in black leather with Bentley cross stitch with the logo on, including the swivel base that I had fitted while they were at it, so the driver's seat now rotates, and the handbrake cover came to £1,900. So that's included in the total I've just mentioned of £5,389. Hello again, we're about halfway to Bridlington, looking back up to the top of Sowerby Cliffs where I filmed from earlier. We're now at Bridlington North Beach, so there are lots of people on the beach enjoying the sunshine, and some people even brave enough to go for a paddle or a swim. Wish I'd brought my swimming gear now. So I'm going to investigate what's on offer here. There is fish and chips advertised, so I'll see how I get on. There you go, fish and chips on the beach, eh? What more could you want? Lovely sunny day, lovely beach, and a plate of fish and chips. Doesn't get any better than this. Right, the remaining items, which I'll very quickly list. I can't remember all of them, so I'll read out on my piece of paper. One things I haven't already mentioned include the porta-potti cover for £20. I got a spare gas bottle for £72. That was filled just in case it runs out. So you've always got spare, and it's also handy for the shower or the barbecue. A tripod for the table, so you can use the table outdoors. That was £46 off eBay. Chairs. Now, the pair of chairs that we use mostly cost £24, £12 each from the range. Bought a TV second hand off eBay for £68, and then the brackets for them were £87. That's the ones where it hangs on the back of the driver's seat, and one where it hangs from the ceiling. I've also bought a cover for the van itself, so in the winter I can keep it covered while it's parked in the compound. Bought a second-hand one of those for £77. The doormat I've spoken about before was £35, and the front car mat was £85. So the grand total for the extras were £861. That's on top of the fixed items of £5,860. So that gave you an overall, a grand total of £24,900. That is everything that I can remember. Now, you might say, wow, that's a lot of money for a van that's 19 years old, and I would agree with you. That is a lot of money. However, a lot of the stuff I could take with me, but in terms of camping and that, it's pretty much got everything. So, and at the end of the day, it's only got 72,000 miles on the clock, and I had 66 when I bought it. So there we are. It's just short of £25,000 in total. But remember, this was done jointly with my daughter, and so that works out at about £12,500 each. So there you are. Well, we've just about reached Bridlington. There's a lovely view across the bay towards Flamborough Head. Lovely blue sea. It's still sunny and warm. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. And lots of people on the beach enjoying themselves. And as we turn round, we can see on the approach to Bridlington, there's the fun fair. People generally just enjoying themselves. And I also want to mention the ongoing costs, the annual costs of having a van, which you may be interested if you're considering buying your first camper van. So it's pretty much the same as a car, but I've made a short list here where the insurance cost me £220 a year. Tax was £290 a year, although I think it's gone up since then slightly. I got breakdown cover for £52 a year, and service and MOT would probably be in the region of £250–300 a year. But the one thing that you wouldn't normally pay for if you had a car was storage, because I didn't want it on my drive every day of the year. So I paid £300 for storage, which is less than £1 a day, for a very secure parking compound. So altogether, it's just over £1,000 a year are the ongoing costs. Again, between two of us, it's just over £500 a year. So there you have it. Let us know what you think. And here we are at Bridlington Harbour. Unfortunately, the tide's out, so all the boats seem to be high and dry. So there we are. And that includes my favourite, which is the speedboat. The next ride's not until 4 o'clock, and I can't wait that long. So very disappointing. Nothing else for it but to go and get myself an ice cream. And there we are. I've got myself an ice cream as compensation for no speedboat ride. So the sun's still out. I'm enjoying a lovely ice cream, and I'm going to make my way around to the other side of the harbour. But my battery's running out, so I think that's it for now. That was my day out at Bridlington. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.